We generate millions of data points every second through our digital interactions. Beneath this surface is a predictive system designed to trigger specific human reactions. This system is built on tropes, recognizable narrative devices used to communicate specific themes or ideas. These devices rely on familiarity, using our preconceived notions of a story to generate a predictable emotional effect. Online content producers use these formulas to frame opinions, structuring information to maximize audience engagement. These patterns function as the underlying architecture for modern public beliefs and cultural arguments. Navigating this landscape requires analyzing stories as predictive algorithms. Academic research into natural language processing is now mapping these patterns. By modeling trope detection as a multi-label classification task, researchers use models like COVID-BERT-FT to objectively measure narrative templates in digital text. These models identify specific conversational tropes across thousands of posts. This includes Defend the Weak, which highlights the perceived danger to vulnerable populations, and Natural is Better, which emphasizes traditional solutions over innovation. They also track the too fast trope. This leverages the haste makes waste narrative to imply that a new development is unreliable because it was developed too quickly. This chart shows Pearson correlation coefficients between different trope labels, demonstrating how frequently specific narrative triggers appear in tandem. This secondary heat map visualizes correlations specifically within a vaccine dataset, showing that volatile topics often produce distinct clusters of these narrative formulas. However, the AI models do face limitations. Tropes with fewer examples in the training data, such as "time proves me right," lack clear linguistic patterns and are significantly harder for models to detect reliably. Despite these challenges, the research suggests that digital discourse frequently runs on predictable narrative templates. These templates are visible in historical datasets as well. Centuries of British folklore surrounding the black dog reveal how these narrative formulas evolve. One application of the trope is the malevolent omen. In 1577, the Black Shuck legend claimed a beast attacked a church in Bungay, leaving physical claw marks to signify a portent of death. By 1596, the trope was adapted in the legend of the Black Dog of Newgate. Here, the creature represented vengeance, reportedly hunting down prisoners who had killed a fellow inmate. However, a different variant emerged in the early 1900s. The guardian dog trope focused on protecting and guiding lost travelers rather than signaling their doom. These divergent paths show that a single narrative asset can be coded to either manipulate fear or provide a sense of security. In the entertainment industry, these established formulas are explicitly packaged and sold. The treasure adventure formula uses specific elements, like ancient artifacts, to establish the stakes and drive the audience's interest in the recovery. This illustrated map of Peru represents the El Dorado narrative framework, using mythological geography to motivate action. Real-world architecture often serves this trope, with physical sites being framed as coordinates or traps within a fictionalized history. Recent films have found success by subverting these patterns. The 2025 indie horror film Good Boy subverted the guardian dog trope to create a different kind of emotional resonance. Deploying this narrative formula effectively yielded significant results. Good Boy leveraged audience empathy to turn a $70,000 budget into an $8.7 million box office success. Selecting and updating the right trope remains a highly effective strategy for reaching an audience. The narrative structures found in ancient folklore are accurately mirrored in the digital datasets we interact with today. Whether it is a 16th century legend or a modern political post, these communications run on the same underlying system of narrative relatability. The creators and organizations that understand these formulas can more effectively structure their messages to hold public attention. Analyzing narrative tropes as a predictive algorithm allows for a more analytical approach to how we consume and process information.